I hope I'm not offending people here. Let me just say what I would have said if we'd had more time up there. I have a deep sympathy for the Jewish people. And I think as Christians we owe them a deep apology for the incredible suffering that we've caused them over centuries. And that would apply also to Islam. I think that what they have gone through, and not least in the latter years under the Nazi Holocaust, I think is absolutely appalling, and the world did not help and went through noises and so on, but did not take the people in even at the end of it all. So the modern state of Israel is almost a survival mechanism. I can understand why people who have been rejected by the world and treated like that should want a place of their own. Where I have a problem, though, is when Christians use the Bible to say that what's happening in Israel is a fulfillment of prophecy. Because when I was in Israel, what I found was a largely secular state. I mean, there's some very Orthodox Jews, but the state functions almost in many cases without belief. And when you look at the way it operates vis-a-vis the Palestinians, you have to say it's founded on injustice and unrighteousness and cruelty. When I was in Israel, a Palestinian man said to me, I can understand why the Jews need to find a land of their own. What I can't understand is, after all their sufferings, why they cause us now to suffer in the same way. Now, if you're going to call that the fulfillment of prophecy, it has to be founded on righteousness. In fact, it's interesting, I came across one of the more fundamental Christian books that was saying this is a fulfillment of prophecy, and quoted a passage from Jeremiah. Significantly, he left out the preface that says, if you return to me, this will happen. All he said was that the people would be gathered together. He quoted another passage from Isaiah chapter 10, which is all about the remnant. But the remnant is a righteous remnant. So I don't see how Israel, as it stands, can be a fulfillment of prophet. The prophets would say, if you go that way, you're going to lose the land, not gain it. And the sadness for me is that Christians are using the Bible in such a way that they support what's going on in the face of Palestinians, some of whom are their Christian brothers, as well as, of course, Muslims. And I think that itself is unjust. I hope that doesn't tread on too many corns, but I actually believe one has to say that. And it's